Okay, so I've discovered a potential problem with our doors here. It almost looks like they were rained on. So you see these little spots there and there. So I'm not really quite sure what to do about that. As you can see, all that splotching of this door is really bad. And of course, this is the top of the stairwell. This is the worst one so far. So I may look at doing a light sanding, which I don't think is going to work because whatever these spots are, it's something that's soaked into the wood. And the staining isn't going to get that out. I don't even think that putting alcohol or mineral spirits on it is going to get that out. Okay, we got most of the doors done. Well, they're all done except for these. I still have to do the back sides of those 5 doors. These 2 where I used the little painting system there, I was able to flip those over pretty easily, so that was a thing that I did like about those. I could flip them and do the other side. It's kind of an interesting development in the spotting that I had on everything. I'm definitely determined that it was rain spots or sprinkle spots from something, because only one side of the door has it. The opposite side is fine. What I'm finding is there's no spots there. You can see right here, you can see all those spots again. And all I did was I took my staining rag and just went over it one more time. So I thought I was done. Back hurts a little bit. Takes time to do 7 doors both sides. But I'm going to go ahead and take the 2 or 3 doors that I have this spotting on, and then go ahead and go over one more time with just the stain rag to get those spots out, and then I'll be ready for tomorrow. Well, over the next day and let these dry overnight, and unfortunately I think all my spots returned. So it still looks a little bit better than it did, but this was the last door I did last night, and I did end up taking a little bit of extra stain and going over it. Okay, right in here, this is the bottom of the door. There is several spots right through here. I think this would be a good spot to give it a shot. I'm not going to use the sander right now. I'm just going to rub it down and see if that'll get rid of them. Well, I'm taking the stain off around the top part, but all these spots are very clear still. Let's jump up to 220. Okay, I got this spot sanded down. I tried the 400 and I went to a 220. And although it's really smooth, you can still see these rain spots. So I'm kind of worried now. I'm going to go ahead and throw some stain over this and see if these will match up, or if I'm still going to see that stain. If I put stain over it and it disappears completely, then I guess I'm going to go ahead and sand the whole door. Well, you can still see all the spots. There. You can still see them all. And it seems like all the sanding did was it allows me to see the veining a lot more, which is what I want. But when I put the poly on and it smooths out that top surface of stain, the graining should come through. I don't know. not much I can do about it now, I guess. I'm not gonna take the doors back, and I'm not gonna. I guess I can't take them back. I stained them all, so. I don't know. No good options, I guess. So the poly I'm using is just going to be some Behr matte finish, and hopefully I bought a gallon, but I got a lot of doors to do. I got the first coat of poly on this door. This is one of the ones that has the spots on it. Natalie says she likes it just fine. It makes it look like an old door. I think it kind of looks like crap, but I can just see all these spots on there. I just think it just looks like a mistake to me. But no turning back now. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these first coat of poly on there, and then hit them with sandpaper. Okay, so we're on to sanding now. This is actually a really easy job. So when we're sanding, all I'm doing is using 400 grit paper, sandpaper. As I go along, I have my palm is on the wood so I can feel where there's a rough spot, and then I drag my other hand behind it or feel where there's a rough spot. And it's going to dull it a little bit. It's going to look cloudy. And that's perfectly fine, because then you're going to take a tack cloth, which is kind of a waxy, sticky cloth. You're going to do a once over on it, so you can already see the difference between the part I ran the tack cloth across and the one that I didn't. And then see the difference there? So this pulls up all the dust that you put on there, and then your next coat of poly that goes on will just shine it right back up, and it'll look beautiful again. But just go across. I mean, this is, I wish you could feel this. This is so smooth right now. Just, 3 to 4 passes with 400 grit, knocks it right down. You're ready to go. And then my goal tonight is to get all these sanded, and then hopefully roll on a coat of polyurethane, because the second coat goes on really quick. I'll hit it with a roller, and I won't worry about getting in all the grooves and things like that. One coat will be fine in those. And then that's it. Tomorrow they'll be dry again, and I'll hit them for a third time if needed. Okay, it's the next morning. The doors don't look too bad. I may go ahead and throw another coat on them, a third coat, just to be safe. You can see a couple little areas, maybe up there, and then I saw on another door. Yeah, so this one has been getting a reflection. Maybe that didn't quite get hit good enough or sanded good enough. Everything's pretty smooth, but Another coat ain't gonna hurt, and it's just rolling it on, so it's gonna go really quick. Well, I decided to go ahead and do another light sanding and then another coat of poly on them. And I can't really tell a huge difference. 2 coats was probably fine, but I mean, they are a heck of a lot. I mean, I guess they aren't that much smoother, but they do feel a little bit smoother, and they definitely got more consistent on the sheen. So looks pretty good. The only thing I'm still a little upset about is all the little spots, but honestly, after I've gotten a few coats on them, it doesn't quite look that bad. I mean, it's not what I was going for, but it's pretty good anyways. It's really windy outside today and warm, and I need to get out there and get some mowing and stuff done, get some yard work and things taken care of. I go down the pass through the trees and stuff like that and get all those cut before they get overgrown too bad.